Welcome back to another episode of Drivers4Drivers. I'm Ken Cox. Today we've got Kenny Kuntz.
Howdy.
Behind the scenes we have Arnell.
Hello.
And we are
Drivers4Drivers.
Well, as you can see, we're, just trucking on down the road. Kenny's on the steering wheel, seniority driver there. We wanted to do a little bit something different, try it out, do we just did Thanksgiving. We should, we're
Probably
coming up.
should do Christmas.
Christmas next.
Yeah. Thanksgiving is over.
Was that Santa Claus? What are your plans for Christmas?
Always family.
Family. Well, speaking of families, Giltner does this really cool thing called Adopt a Family. Been doing it for several years now. We've raised thousands and thousands of dollars doing so.
What a great deal.
Super cool. I believe Mandy started that. The safety gals are a huge part of it too. In fact, I think this next Wednesday or Friday, it's the 11th. They're going out and doing shopping for some of the families that we've got. They do Salvation Army. They've been out at Fred Meyer and they were out there jingling the bells. Camp Rainbow Gold, which for me is super cool. It's a place where families kids get cancer and they need support systems and stuff like that. Camp Rainbow Gold helps with that. They go out, they're able to network and find families that are going through similar situations. So we donate to that, and there's a whole bunch of different families that we help out.
We break records every year.
It's amazing.
I think a couple years ago we bought a couple vehicles for some needy families as well.
Bought a car. One of our drivers had donated a special bike.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, that was cool. That was super
great.
Cool. So if that's something that you want to partake in, payroll can take donations out of your settlements. If you want to donate food, clothing, toys, that kind of stuff, swing on by the safety office. We'll take it here. Or you can drop by the Mandy's office there in Twin Falls. They
would love to see drivers swing in with a bunch of toys.
Shoot, $5. We could even do it then. Hey, as we're going down the road, we don't answer phones, Mr.
Forgot my Bluetooth. Let me shut this off for a second.
Let me clarify, we're not really driving.
Yeah, we're not driving down. I know it looks that way because Arnell is a master of his craft, but we're not. We're stationary. In fact, we're in the shop right now.
But we look good doing it.
Yeah, Kenny's an amazing driver. I haven't felt like we were going to wreck it all this whole time.
And notice the safety. Seat belts first.
Seat belts.
Get in, seat belt goes on.
That's one reason. So I've got this dark seat belt against my dark shirt. You can't really see it. And if a DOT officer's passing and he can't see it, he may pull us over. Or she, I guess. And then we get pulled over. The DOT officer's like, hey, I pulled you over because you didn't have a seatbelt on. Well, I have a seatbelt on.
Yeah.
Well, what I can do is I can call Marla up in safety and say, hey, I got pulled over. I had my seatbelt on. What can we do? And she's going to go, hey, you know what? We got these handy dandy cameras. We're going to pull up that footage and look, boom, seatbelt.
Yeah.
That DOT officer no longer has grounds to stand on. We're down the road. Not a big deal.
I think it's more of your beard hiding your seatbelt.
It might be.
I'm trying to catch up, but I'm way behind.
It's to hide my double chins.
Jake Burgoyne.
We have Jake Burgoyne right now.
Yeah.
He is doing it all out of his pocket. Fuel, the time off, and the time to go do all of that.
I think there's like 9 or 10 drops.
9 drops, all in Missouri. So he picked up, I don't know where he picked up at. We're going to find out from Jake and see where he picked up at. But he's got a trailer full of wreaths. He's got 9 different stops. He's got a few days to get it all done in. Where you hit the fan button. He's got a few days to get it in, get it all done, and then we're going to get him loaded and back down the road he goes.
I've got to place them all. At each stop too. They don't just unload them.
Yeah. So he goes to a bunch of different cemeteries and stuff like that. He gets to help with all of that. Super cool experience. And if you don't know who Mr. Burgoyne is, he is, I think last year got driver of the year for Idaho. And then this year he took Idaho's sleeper berth championship in the TDC, and then went to nationals as well, and did pretty good for his first time in nationals. So he's a up and coming kind of feller. And
I think he got gypped on the getting in the truck thing. Just my opinion.
Yeah, that was the judge did the judge's job, but I mean it was a split second. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out.
Yeah.
Safety topic.
Always wear your seatbelt.
Seatbelts.
There's a reason why they're in the truck.
Yeah. Watch for reindeer poop. It is getting that time of season. Santa Claus is out and about.
One thing I like to say is make sure that if you don't have your home time in for Christmas and you want to be home, make sure you get that in. If you don't already have it in, I'd get it in real quick.
How does a driver go about doing that?
Reach out to his DM, reach out to Ken Cox at Giltner.com.
That's right, K Cox at Giltner.com.
And let's get those time offs in there. Naturally, we do need some help. Trucking doesn't stop on holidays.
Yep.
So anyone that took Thanksgiving off and doesn't really care about taking both holidays off, we could sure use the help as well.
Fantastic, absolutely, yeah. Get with your DM, get with me, send that in through OmniTracks or Samsara. Let's get that taken care of if you have not done that already. Also, we've got quite a few comments on our last podcast about retention. All great information. Compiling that right now, and I'm going to get it out to everybody here shortly. Arthur Gamero, Art, he brought up a good information the other day. So there's a few drivers out there that had some questions, and Art is part of that group. And he says, hey, my contract's up at the end of the year. Like, what do I need to do? Like, I'm kind of afraid, like does the contract end? He doesn't know what's gonna happen. So if you look at your contract, it goes from, once that year's done, it goes to month until we can get you back here and get everything signed and redone again. So just keep that in mind. It doesn't just cancel out. Once that year is over with, it goes month to month, and then we get you routed back here, and then we get you a new contract for the next year going on. So again, if you have any questions about that, give me a shout, kcox at Giltner.com, or comment below.
That was a good question.
Super good question. Keep them coming in. I absolutely love it. I mean, part of the retention is education and transparency, and we want you to ask all the questions you want. You can come in, you can look at all the stuff. Just come on down.
Not only retention, I think we have some empty trucks.
Got a couple. Yeah.
So Art does a good job of recruiting.
Yeah, he's got these posts that he sticks on the end of his bumper, and then a great big banner that says now hiring and whatnot. He makes a pretty good,
sticks out like a sore thumb when he's in a truck stop.
He makes a pretty good killing on that. I mean, it's $2,500 if that driver that you bring on, I think it stays 6 months or something like that. It's 20. So if you're doing one driver a month, that's almost another 30 grand a year. Just one driver a month.
That'd make a good Christmas for next year, wouldn't it?
Shoot, yeah, it would. So just keep that in mind. If you have questions on that, again, reach out to myself, reach out to recruiting, and we'll get you squared away. Arnell, you got anything? Any thoughts? Any closing thoughts?
No.
No, he says. I wish everyone a Merry Christmas. Stay safe out there.
Appreciate everything you're doing. Merry Christmas. Thanks for making the better move.
See ya.
We'll see you next time. Good.
Perfect. Got it.